Hello folks, how is it going? As you all know, I'm a tech PM at one of the world's biggest tech company. One of the viewers had commented about career discussions a couple of weeks back, and this video is especially created for that. I'm going to show you the day in and day out as a tech PM in one of the world's biggest tech company. So, buckle up for the exciting vlog. Here you go. Here is the entrance for my office. Look at the building, it's so massive. So we have multiple car parking. Let me quickly take out my badge and gain access to the parking. Let's now go to the desk and start our work. Okay, the first thing I do after entering the office is to enter the lavatory area, which is basically the washroom, and refresh. Before we dive in, let me give you a quick tour of few highlights here. First up, the stunning cafeteria. This is the heart of our chat where lively conversations unfold over lunch. Although we only get about 20-30 minutes, the variety is incredible. You'll find flavors from around the world. Indian curries, Korean delicacies, European classics. It's a global feast in one place. Beyond food, we have got plenty of ways to unwind. From table tennis, snooker to other fun games. There is always something to keep up the energy. And I can't leave out my personal favorite, the cozy little Italian pizza shop tucked in the corner. They serve mouth-watering pizzas every single day. And it's a must try if you're ever around. Okay, let's head straight to our floor and get started with our work. Now, let me introduce my partner in crime, my beautiful Surface. I usually come to the office around 9 o'clock in the morning and leave it at 5 or 6. So, as you all know, the first thing after coming to office is to grab a cup of coffee, which I've already done. I'm not going to take you to all the places within the office. As you all know, the world's biggest company has a massive office space, a lot of cubicles, very good cafeteria, and there are places within the office to have some fun activity in the digital waterfall, which makes it so special. Anyway, I'm going to take you on a drone view of the entire Microsoft Office today, so stay tuned until the last minute of this video. Now, let's come to the main topic, which is my day-to-day activities as a tech PM in the world's biggest tech company. Let's break this into three parts. Number one is the sprint planning activities, and secondly is the interaction with the customers, and number three is the interaction with the engineering. As you all know, the sprint planning is basically the place where the prioritization, planning for the entire team happens. The decisions of a product, like bringing up a new feature and building it from scratch, or fixing an existing bug, will happen in the sprint planning. Comment below if you want to know the difference between agile and waterfall, the software development lifecycle. Let me build a detailed video about this. Up next is the customer facing works. The customer may be happy or may not be. So it's our duty to work hand in hand with the customer teams and the customer director to understand the problems they face in the existing products and track the pain points to convert features. This will hold around 20 to 30% of. Here is where the things like backlog refinement and everything happens. Here is where we decide on what should fit into our backlog and what shouldn't. For example, one of the world's biggest customers was facing an issue in Azure data. I had to jump into a call with the customer to understand what was the issue, improve the product, creating feature requests and placing it in the backlog and bringing it to the sprint planning sessions. As I always say, innovation happens only in the customer are the ones with very severe pain points. The culture here is very collaborative. Finally, let's move on to the third important role for me, which is working with the engineering team to understand where the progress is. Of course, as you know, in a big company like Microsoft, the engineering team sits across the globe. Time zones can be communication is everything in this. I'm constantly translating between different teams, explaining technical constraints to business stakeholders and business requirements to engineer. Apart from this, I have to present the monthly updates to the senior leadership. This is where the data collection really pays off. I would be showing the feature adoption, KPIs, customer satisfaction score, and our roadmaps for the next quarter. Leaders want to clearly see the impact and the next steps. Apart from this, there are a lot of other works that I do. User research sessions, brainstorming for new ideas, and of course, I am from engineering background and I love coding. I allocate at least 10% of my work doing some small scripting and coding activities. The best part about this role, you get to solve real problems to millions of users across the world while working hand in hand with incredibly talented engineers. It's challenging, fast-paced, and every day is different. If you are thinking about a career in tech product management, my advice would be get comfortable with ambiguity, develop strong analytical skills. Customers are your real boss. Never stop talking to them. What questions do you have in the field of tech PM or engineering? Drop in your comments. Finally, before closing, I want to show you a drone view of the entire campus. So stay tuned. And that's me, Barath Natarajan, a tech PM in one of the world's biggest tech company. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off now.